Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? This is a prophecy alert, a prophecy alert. A super typhoon is headed for Japan again. This one, I'm calling it King Kong Ray, but actually it's called Super Typhoon Kong Ray. King Kong Ray is coming. It's a monster. This thing's a super typhoon. It's already a category 5. It may get even larger. It's going to shoot the gap between Japan and South Korea. It will hit Japan. This will be the 5th typhoon of the year to hit Japan. They've already had record monsoons that killed 221 people. This is the 5th typhoon, and they were under the blood moon. It's as if the judgment of God is being poured out on the people of Japan. They need our prayers. I mean, are you serious? And this is going to be a powerful, dangerous, horrific storm. Now, it will also hit South Korea as it bounces off of Japan, and they will feel the wrath of the storm. The winds, 100 miles an hour, the rain, the hail, the lightning, the waves. I mean, are you serious? Something biblical is going on here with the signs of the second coming of Christ. And I started looking at Japan for a minute. There was a scripture came to my mind. It's found in the book of Psalms, chapter 88. And it says this in verse 6 and 7. Thou hast laid me in the lowest pit, in darkness, in the deeps. Thy wrath lieth hard upon me, and thou hast afflicted me with all thy waves. Let me read that again. Thou hast laid me in the lowest pit, in darkness and in the deeps. Thy wrath lieth hard upon me, and thou hast afflicted me with all thy waves. Well, it seems as if this very scripture is coming to pass upon the people of Japan. South Korea will get a little bit of this as well, and they'll be strong. But a 5th typhoon plus record monsoons, the ground is saturated. The ground is the floodwaters, and the people are going to get hit. Matter of fact, on the heels of that deadly typhoon that just hit over the weekend, Typhoon Trami, Japan is now facing another dangerous super typhoon, King Kong Ray. Matter of fact, it's right now currently equivalent to a category 5 major hurricane in the Atlantic and East Pacific is what it would be considered. And it will remain a dangerous storm as it comes ashore. Look out for Thursday. It's tracking to hit the islands and begin to just rip through southern Japan. It will definitely hit Japan, creating chaos. Matter of fact, Okinawa is going to get hit extremely hard with winds of over 100 miles an hour and a foot of rain. Also, mainland Japan, places that are already saturated, already without power from Typhoon Trami. They can't even get the power back on when here comes the king, the Kong Ray. So I'm just sitting here today saying, then the scripture comes to me again. Jesus said these words about the last days, the apocalypse. He talked about catastrophic, cataclysmic, apocalyptic events, catastrophes of biblical proportion. And that's exactly what is happening to the nation of Japan. You know, Hawaii was the epicenter of the apocalypse for over 100 days. Earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, lava flowing and glowing and leaping, and smoke and ash and plumes and fumes and we looked at haze and lays. It was crazy days, but all of that has seemed to finally soften a little. Then they hit with a couple of hurricanes, but now it's all about Japan. 5 super typhoons. Check this out. Jesus said these words. In the last days, he said this, there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon, blood moons, and in the stars, and distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Men's hearts have failed them for fear, for looking after these things that are coming upon the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. We just had this earthquake and tsunami that just hit Indonesia. But then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with power and great glory. When these things begin to come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your heads, your redemption draweth nigh. Are you serious? Are you saved? Pray for Japan. Pray for Japan. They got to, look, there's some Christians there. We got a few Christians there that watch us and even are part of our online ministry. But this is a country that about 98% unbelievers and really need our prayers. Really need our prayers. We're in the last days.